scripts in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. On the draw. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Breaking into the top 15, just one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
The screen, he's got wheels. At the 45 on his way. It's a seam wide open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Punts it out of the air. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Going up top again. Throws for the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Toss sweep to the right. Defense not budging. He's still able to get two to the 29. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, five-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
And the Dogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man, they've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
The Bulldogs will try to punch it in on first and goal. Quarterback running on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Frazier. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Dogs!
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get it to the end zone.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Arkansas was far from the friendly confines of Fayetteville, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's reeled in, it's Brown. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Now, Lenoris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs, like, throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body, and you better look out, college football.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. They get to him as he throws. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points that make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Makes the grab. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Frazier. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Snagged in the middle. It's Humphreys. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, they try to go with draw. They didn't catch the defense blitzing, so it wasn't a great look anyway. But up front, they just got beat regardless. And that back, David, had nowhere to go.
He had nowhere to go, but those offensive linemen, you got to set and you got to invite those defensive linemen up the field and kind of push them by. And you could tell they didn't do that. They didn't create any holes. There was really nowhere for him to go. You got to give him that first little hole, then maybe he can make a move. So the offensive line needs to do a better job.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. It's complete. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Wants to go up top on first down. Caught on the outside, it's Frazier. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to keep it in the air. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Dogs come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Piles through the defense. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Let's go. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football.
The Sneak scores it.
You always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Sellers. Going deep. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, at this juncture of the game, obviously the offense has struggled. No points up on the board. You're at the end of the first half, and you're just trying to make something happen. That time the quarterback thought he had a guy open way down the field, but again, the defense in perfect position, and that thing falls incomplete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. On the run, still looking. He'll pull it down and run. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Bennett. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Sellers. Shoots it to the left. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
The give to the lone running back. He's out of bounds at the 16-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start the third quarter with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Throws to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Gamecocks will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking left. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
First down for the
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Going for it all. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback. But those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a two-time All-American know this game is not over. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Pittsburgh. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. With the catch, it's Thomas. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. They're 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They're going to open this drive with a pass. The sure hands, it's Brown. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Bennett. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season, like spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense in a bunch formation. To the air on 2nd down. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
Might be changing the route. trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Hard running there. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Caught, close to the marker, it's Humphries. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
He's going to run it. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
But with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To throw, it's Stockton. He's got him in the flat. Oh, he's got some space. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. He'll take it himself. Fighting off the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
On the run, it's Frazier. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Leaves it with the back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Maryland is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 31 over Colorado State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Firing to the right, complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Gamecocks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Fires downfield. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Going to try to get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! He got a step and just dusted the field.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Timeout, Georgia.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chugging and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Sellers. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Fires left. Got his man downfield. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Tries to do it himself on the draw. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down, and it'll be 4th. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hooks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Defense not showing press coverage. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. He's going up top here late in the game. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us.